Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for One World Under Doom, Issue 7, 2025. Oh, Doom versus Richards, and this happens in here. So, let's crack into this, even though the last time we saw him, pulling fucking Reed Richards' face apart. One day after the broadcast, fallout continues from yesterday's shocking footage. Untold millions remain trapped inside the torturous machinery of Latveria after the Avengers were expelled, sparking protests around the world. 2 days. His mask finally slipped. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Talk about insecurity. I don't get what the fuss is about. First of all, I don't think I've ever met a Latverian. 3. The anti-Doom protest was brutally put down today by Emperor Doom, a shocking end to the so-called Pax Victoris that left 96 dead and hundreds more wounded. Folks, I'm not used to being on the side of the protesters, but Doom's threat, his menace, is out of control. Yeah, they really hit very much on what goes on. Doom will save you. He didn't lose the argument, so he doesn't have to step down. It's not complicated. Some people willfully close their eyes to basic logic. There are some people with that. I'm like, if you have to utilize your citizenry to power shit like that, which there's even other kind of analogies for that kind of shit, you have lost the goddamn argument. 4. Treason has always been illegal. All our emperor has done is make it crystal clear what treason is. Honestly, it's overdue. Agreed. Free speech never meant freedom to slander. Maybe with these new laws, Doom's critics will realize that. Yeah. Fucking no. 5. They can't silence J. Jonah Jameson, folks. I'll never, stop bringing you the truth. And Doom will never save you. Doom will never, as Doombots go after JJ, it's like, shit. 6. Doom said those Latvians volunteered. They made their choice. It was the right choice. If I volunteer to get killed by a maniac, that does not absolve the maniac from killing me. No. They made their choice and it was the right choice. Things are easy now. That's the whole point of civilization. Anyone who says otherwise is a liar. For you, you little shit. 7. Doom has, perhaps, tolerated the dangerous and unpredictable vigilante heroes for far too long. Unfortunately, the demands of running the world mean I can't give every matter my personal attention. Oh, but you're gonna save us all, you little shit goblin. And of course, then going after the heroes. 8. An explosion at Stark Tower today followed dozens of letter bombs being delivered to the residences of Dr. Stephen Strange, Jennifer Walters, Clint Barton, and several other criminal vigilantes whose identities are a matter of public record. That's still terrorism. But police are refusing to bring charges, citing the fact that nobody was seriously injured. If I attempted to seriously injure someone and still didn't seriously injure someone, of course I'm going to get my ass reamed. But no, because you're doing it against somebody that you wanted done, fuckers. The addresses of these vigilantes can be found online. Turning now to sports, which is doxing and shit, and you can go fuck yourself. 9. As we get this crazy-ass page there of them going at Doom, is like, okie dokie. And then 10, Doom has destroyed them. I really like the juxtaposition of yeah, fuck. The Impossible City Avengers HQ. The last reliable info we had before Doom demolished the uprising showed that his support was falling rapidly. The world is finally seeing Doom for who he is. But that doesn't mean we've won. True, Tony. Unfortunately, Tony is right. Doom claimed he wanted to help the world, but the truth is he only ever sought glory, which is a different thing. Help the world, one thing. But if your goal is to get the glory, that's a different matter. And now, as that glory slips between his fingers, Doom finds, as all tyrants do, that he will be satisfied with power. True, Sue. We have a chance here. For the first time, we face a Doom distracted with uprisings. We're united and we have momentum. But when Doom ends these uprisings, he also ends our last best chance to defeat him. So we're going to attack all at once. We have one shot, and we're going to hit him with the full might this world can muster. Alright, hell, let's see what goes on here. Ooh. Know that I have developed strategies for each of you, and know too that we are not holding back. We are shooting to kill. Once and for all, we are putting this tyrant down. And we see everybody together. Of course, Reed's bandaged up. Juggernaut looks fucking gnarly as shit. And of course, we got Beta Ray Bill because Thor has died. And I love seeing that we've got that continuity portions up in here. 2 Wolverines, Squirrel Girl, fucking MODOK and shit. Got a lot of people here. That's a good one there. Then I really like that it's an Avengers kind of press release there, kind of giving you an update of things. And then, of course, we get everybody involved, and we see the FF children kind of seeing what's going on, and we get some lowdown by Valeria, which still gives me kind of creepy vibes. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men. I'm Valeria Richards, and as I watch, as the world watches, each of them, all of them, now come from my godfather. As we see Doom close up, and then we see him still on T-Rex Doom. We see Steve. We see Juggernaut and shit. I think Emma Frost and Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch. It's like, going for it. Months ago, he came to me to justify what he was doing. He told me he sought glory. Well, at least he was honest to her. And this, I really like seeing all the blasts and everything. Though, it kind of looks like Cyclops' blast is coming out of his forehead a little bit more than his visor. Arrgh, that glory is now dead. All that is left is power and control. And I love it. Doom, like, deals with, like, all the energy blasts, but Juggernaut just like, bitch! And of course, Sidorak and everything. Smack! That's really good. Fucking good art. And as I watch Doom take the ruins of his castle, using them first as missiles, and then to crush the heroes, I can see that his plans have changed. As we see that and all that green and shit, it's like, oh, nuts. Our heroes. We watch it all from our family farm in Arizona. Yes, Mom and Dad and Johnny are doing the laser move. Awesome. Doom will fall before them. It's like, alright. But of course, Valeria's like, well, Nikki, I'm not actually sure that he will. What? Come on, Val. You're not saying that Doom can take on the entire world. He's just one guy with a T-Rex, but still. Thank you, Franklin. Seriously. He's Sorcerer Supreme, Franklin, and he's had months to prepare. But the news said S.H.I.E.L.D. secret files are being used in the attack. All the heroes are combining their powers with each other in new ways. Attacks he has not seen before, therefore they are attacks he cannot defend against. Well, that's the thing, Joe. He is defending against them. Look at him. Uncle Doom is winning. It's like, yeah, I get that. Then we go to Doom's narration, and this is really cool. I like seeing the kind of like setup page and then the smaller kind of panels to kind of like zoom in on things. And here's the stapling. Good, no loose pages. I keep bringing that up because you're paying a good premium for this stuff. A world's army, a world's fury stands against me. It is insufficient, and yet the tiniest of slips, unnoticeable to many, to most, is noticed by him, Richards. He sends a devastating attack from the front. I parry, yet reserves certain resources for the coming attack from behind. I see you, Richards. And next, you try to strike me from above, yes? And as above, so below. It is so eminently predictable. Impossible! Who dares? And we see that they're able to kind of get him and smack him out. It's like, what the hell? What's going on here? Then we get some really interesting stuff going on here. The astral plane, a new front, and a new dimension. Show yourself. Greetings, Victor. Ah! No, it's not him. He could never stretch his thinking enough to, but he has. And I kind of love that. He's, like, flexible, but, like, with, like, his stretchiness, but, like, he's, like, his mind isn't that stretchy. He can't stretch it enough. The world's oldest, stupidest dog has finally learned a new trick. I was thinking we might have ourselves another chat. I'd hope that revealing your true face to the world would lead you to step down, Victor. I was wrong, and so, plan B. Since this started, you've been winning simply because you've been more powerful. Every step of the way, you've been wielding a weapon I don't understand. Magic. Time magic, dark magic, sorcerer supreme magic. But I've been studying it, building up a table of its repeatable properties. It's periodic, did you know that? I have a real problem with magic, but I'm great at science. I've been building a new science, Victor, and I think it's mainly periodic to Richards because, again, he's more science-based. And I really like seeing that kind of go through those two panels there. Right. You know what my favorite part of science is? It's that anyone can wield it. You don't need to be special or chosen. You don't even need to think you're a god. You simply need to put in the work. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's what I've been doing since you started this whole nightmare. Learning. Harnessing. And so here I am on the astral plane, having studied how you defeated Dormammu. I know I can still stop this. I know I can still fix this. So let us proceed. Sorcerer Supreme versus Scientist Supreme. Get at it, Reed! Let us, you and I, decide the fate of our world. Flame on, Victor! As we see him doing the same thing. It's like, ooh, yeah. That's a really cool thing there with, like, Reed doing that. That is, I never thought I'd see that kind of stuff. However, this is comics, and it's like, yeah, we get some crazy ass shit. Ridiculous, laughable, gormless, he is a clown clumsily playing at godhood. Even as he attacks, he tries to talk to me, debate me, distract me. I ignore it all. Even so, for a man of Richard's staggering limitations, just being here on the astral plane is a remarkable achievement. Remarkable in the same way an animal driving a car is remarkable. But it is nowhere near enough, as we see Doom talking about that and Richard's going at him and we're seeing clashes and everything. I really like the use of the flames and then him trying to like use his stretch power to like bind Doom. He's already told me his weakness without even realizing it, Dormammu. He's attacking me with spells I invent and thinking they might somehow overwhelm. Yeah, you kind of... He needs to come up with his own stuff. He is a child, dressed in his emperor's clothes. He is a forger and a thief and a clumsy, entitled, ambitious pretender. He is Uriah Heep ripped from the pages of Dickens. I actually had to look that up and be like, okay, that's actually a pretty interesting way for Victor to look at him. And of course he's like blasting his fucking face again. And as we grapple, his eyes seem to take on every shade of color that could make eyes ugly. I correct him for his hubris against his emperor. I move him into an infinitely iterated fractal dimension where every cell of his body is stretched further and further, so far in fact that they can no longer be traditionally measured. And finally, I remove us both from the astral plane, forever sealing it from him. The two of us return to Latveria, to the battlefield. Victor, please. He begs for mercy. Richards begs for my mercy. And it's just like, God damn it, Doom. And it's like, what the fuck, shit. But to the victor, you won't die, Richards. Belong the spoils. I promise nothing more. It's like, jeez. And that's, of course, where it ends. It's like, ah! Continued next month. Let's see. One World Under Doom, issue 8. Doom battles the combined might of an entire world to maintain his control, but can even he stand against the Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and every other hero on Earth? With his back against the wall, Doom attempts a desperate gambit, one that combines all his sorcery and science. It all leads to a shocking conclusion, with consequences that will reverberate throughout the entire Marvel Universe in this penultimate issue. We see Ben fucking cracking act on Doom. So, I like this of seeing the fallout, which is pretty much a very accurate representation of that, of those critical of Doom and those who are supportive of Doom, and then the kind of corporate media just kind of like glowing on together, and J. Jonah Jameson be like, fuck you, bitch! And then Hill kind of getting all the heroes together and doing their own kind of thing. I do like that we see the battle, but also see that Valeria is kind of commenting on the battle, while also getting stuff from like Franklin and the rest of them. And then having Reed being able to utilize the astral plane and trying to fight Doom, even with his own kind of spells. And that's kind of his downfall. Reed needs to make his own kind of spells. And that's kind of where he faltered on this. But it's the kind of faltering that makes sense for Reed's character. As Doom then like takes his ass out and is like, I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to fuck your shit up. It's like, oh god, what the fuck's... It's a crazy ass cliffhanger to end on that. So we'll have to see what kind of works out and goes on from here. I'm like, I can't wait. Love the art, love the action, and the different kind of uses of the paneling, changing it up, and kind of going for like full pages on certain things and smaller kind of panels to get the, like, when the heroes are doing all their different kind of tactics against Doom, and then getting to Reed utilizing the astral plane. I think that was a very effective kind of way that they were able to do it. And then just seeing all the different kind of like crazy magic shit. And that has been a really core strength. You're doing weird ass magic shit here with Doom. You need an artist that can really do that kind of stuff very well, and this is what I get. Like, this is why I get these magical ones. And when you see that crazy ass shit going on. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.